feel best when comfortable. So let's keep our language family friendly. Leave that vulgar clothing at home and refrain from smoking of any kind. That includes e-cigarettes. And remember, always keep an eye out for flying pucks. They may enter the
back. The Flames are actually in Abbotsford. A different lineup will go and play the Canucks there tomorrow night. But as for tonight, it is the Kraken, and we do get to see a couple of guys make their preseason debuts. Jonathan Huberdeau up front, sat out Sunday. He's in tonight. And Dustin Wolf gets his first start of the preseason as well. And then a number of guys are playing their second game. You look down the list, Morgan Frost, Connor Zary, as well as Matt Coronado. They're playing their second game. Zane Parekh on the back end. He'll start tonight alongside Kevin Ball, similar as he did at the end of last season. So Parekh goes right back in. And how about for Morgan Frost? Had a pair of goals in the victory against the Edmonton Oilers, part of that split squad game up in Edmonton, 2 goals, as well as the overtime winner. So he'll look to continue some positive momentum here tonight. And then a guy like William Stromgren, an interesting case as he moves into his third year of pro hockey, took a really nice step with the Wranglers last year, career totals, both in goals and in points. And he too would like to be competitive and get some NHL games this season, and knows it continues in preseason.
It's kind of my goal this year, trying to earn a spot, at least get some games, and then take it from there. No improvement, I would say. I think my consistency is still not there yet. I have those games that I want the lower level to be higher, but I feel like I'm getting there more and more every year, but can't take too long.
So Dustin Wolf gets to start tonight. Owen Say will be his backup. We'll see if Wolf goes the distance or not between the pipes. And then it's right back at it again tomorrow as another Flames group will head to Abbotsford to take on the Canucks as part of back-to-back preseason games.
I got to remember to shut that music off. I've been getting copyright strikes every time the music comes on. Welcome, Tom. Good to see you. Are you a follower of Jesus Christ, Tom? Amen to that. Welcome, brother. We got 8 peeps with an eye on things here right now. And if you could, please, lift up my friend from YouTube, Jake Can't Skate. He's a brother with cerebral palsy that has an excellent show and some great takes on the Calgary Flames and hockey in general. Please lift him up. I put his channel in there earlier. Tom, I couldn't agree more. Why do we have to be like the NFL? I'm just getting more and more tired of what they do, you know. Looks like we're getting ready to go here pretty soon. Yeah. So enjoy the game, friends, and welcome.
Battle blue and red alert trim. They're moving from left to right. Flames win the opening face-off and get the puck in deep. Trying to clear his Marchment, but he can't get it out. Huberdeau making his preseason debut. Will pick it up. Play it right. Pointer's correct. Across the ball. Ball with a shot. It gets blocked by Tolvanen. And now Marchment boots the puck to his stick. And out to center ice. Ball will take over. Play it far boards to Perek, who moves it up the middle. Here's Frost. Left wing side to Coronado with a shot. And that snapshot's punched into the near quarter by Grubauer. Coronado snuck over to the left side there. Puts his stick in the middle of the ice, and I'm not sure it matters where he shoots the puck from, Mick. He's got the best shot in the team per Ryan Huska. Kraken on the attack now. Josh Mahura, a weak shot, and save number 1 of the season for Dustin Wolf.
Well, we hear everyone say all the time, it's just the preseason. And so I asked Ryan Huska this morning to sort of clarify what his expectations were of the team. And he said that, it's not about being perfect in the preseason. Your reads are off. Sometimes a puck is going to explode off of your stick and whatnot. But what he wants to see is just the team play to their identity. That is fast. That is a hard-nosed style of game where they're all on the same page. It's the way that they need to play if they want to be successful. So that's what he's expecting from the group tonight.
Face off to Wolf's right. Justin Kirkland tossed out. Adam Klapka steps in there and wins that defensive zone draw. And now Jan Kuznetsov will bounce it off the stick of Connor Zary. Ahead to Kirkland, who moves it up the middle, looking for Klapka, but he couldn't corral the puck in front of the Kraken net. Now it's picked up and cleared out by Billy Ottavainen. As the puck will slide all the way in behind the Flames net. Wolf out to get it, gives it to Klapka, who drops it to Zary. He'll cross the red line, and now the Kraken blue line. Leave left wing side for Kirkland, who gets a weak shot away. That's booted away by Grubauer. Here's Zary. Right point to Hunter Burstevich. Back to Zary, who misses Kirkland with a pass as the puck is picked up by Ty Cartier. And he'll bounce it off the far boards and down the ice as both teams start to change. Here's Ilya Solovyov, right wing side. Ahead to Matt Gridden. He coughs it up. And the puck's picked up by Berkeley Catton. 8th overall pick in 2024. Get it in deep. Back to get it is Braden Pahal. He'll give it to Gridden. Bounces it off Yegor Sharangovich. And ahead to Rory Cairns. Slides it up the left wing side. Tries a shot, but it's blocked by Caden Price. Puck ends up in the far corner. And is cleared out by Carson Rakoff. Kraken will come in with it. There's a snapshot by Catton. Wide of Wolf's net. Puck will trickle into the near corner where it's picked up by Cairns. Cairns trying to clear Kent. Breck will take over in behind the Wolves' net and snap a pass up the far side to Gridden. Gridden misses ball, who does catch up to the puck and ends up chopping it over the glass and out of play. Let's tell you about tonight's starting goaltenders. We'll begin with Dustin Wolf, the 4th to last pick in the 2019 NHL draft. Was runner-up for the Calder Trophy last season when he was a very impressive 29, 16, and 8 with 3 shutouts, 2.64 goals against average, and a .910 save percentage in 53 games. He's got a year left on his contract, but the pending RFA signing a 7-year, $52.5 million extension on September 8th. And Mick, 8 years of Dustin Wolf sounds good to every Flames fan, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Every single one. And can be expecting a competitive game from him. Ryan Huska said this morning that he brings the same thing every single night, no matter where he is, where he's playing. So be good to see him back in action, expecting 2 periods out of him here.
Tell you more about the guy at the other end of the ice, Philip Grubauer, in a moment. Here's Burstevich at center. Swings it up the near side to Sam Morton. Good take there by Morton. Moves the puck up the near boards. William Stromgren. The battle for it down low, but he's beaten there by the Calgary kid, Riker Evans, who tries to clear but can as Morton holds it in. Rims it around. Bounces by Kuznetsov, but Sam Honzak holds it in right wing side and throws it in behind the Kraken net. At the end of a shift, the Flames will back off the change, and Evans will take over behind his net. Evans runs into Morgan Frost, goes down awkwardly, and does get back to his feet. Well, that's good news. The graduate of the Shaw Meadows Minor Hockey Association and of the AAA Calgary Royals. Got a penalty call coming up against the Flames, though. Kraken have pulled their goaltender to put an extra attacker on the ice, but as Frost, who I believe will take this penalty, touches up, whistle sounds, and the Kraken will get the game's first power play.
Yeah, Morgan Frost will head to the penalty box, and Riker Evans carrying the puck around behind his net. Just got a step on Frost, and did a nice job. He sort of tried to cut the post into the middle of the ice, and that's why Frost ended up getting tangled up with him, sort of got both arms wrapped around him and hauled him down.
So the Flames had to penalty kill. They were 4 for 4 in the penalty kill in those split squad games against the Oilers on Sunday. Kraken 0 for 2 on the power play in their only preseason game, a 5-3 victory over their rival, the Canucks, which was also on Sunday. Flames have Huberdeau and Kirkland at forward, Ball and Kuznetsov on defense to start this PK. A new hybrid PK, which you can tell us more about in a moment. Kraken can come in with it. Mason Marchment tries to get a shot away, a weak one, and the Flames will pick up the puck and dump it down the ice. So what's this hybrid penalty kill we've been hearing about, Mick?
Well, it's apparently a sort of a mix of an aggressive style PK in terms of up ice pressure and then in zone as well, but a diamond formation in zone, which is a little bit more passive traditionally. And Ryan Huska said there's been some growing pains so far.
Here's Tolvanen into the near corner to Stevenson. Gives it back to Tolvanen. Backs it up to the blue line to Evans. Evans, who drew the penalty, moves it far corner. Trying to feed it in front as Marchment, but his pass deflects behind the Flames net. Now Tolvanen gives it away to Hanzak, who finds an opening and dumps the puck down the ice. Grubauer will tee it up behind his net for Cale Fleury. Spent most of last season in the AHL. He'll leave it behind for Frederick Gaudreau. Gaudreau weaves his way in, but gets turned back at the blue line by Kevin Ball. We talked about Dustin Wolf's contract extension. How about Kevin Ball? Pending RFA, signing a 6-year, $32.1 million extension in June, $5.35 million average annual value, and he became a good top 4 defender for the Flames last season, Mick.
Yeah, that deal looks pretty good as well. And, I thought it was interesting, hearing the coaching staff talk about him. And they always talk about the leadership group in this team and how important it is to making sure that the culture, the environment is good. And Ryan Huska was including Kevin Ball in that conversation now and saying that he's sort of stepping into that role a bit.
It's interesting because he was pretty quiet when he got here, right? But he's really come out of his shell. And that leadership group just seems to be growing. Hall will fire the puck down the ice with now 20 seconds remaining in the Frost minor. Just past the 5-minute mark of the opening period here at the Saddle Dome, where the Flames and the Kraken are still scoreless. There's Fleury across the center and moves it right wing side to Cartier, who's turned back by Solovyov, and now Morton, who's stood out to me early in this opening period. He'll dump it down the ice. Rakoff back to get it, being hassled by Hanzak. Give it to Mahura. Turns up the middle of the ice, crosses his blue line, gets to the red line, and whips it in behind the Flames net. His Kraken power play has come to an end. Puck back to the right point. Otavainen rims it around to the far side. Huberdeau racing to get it. Knocks it loose for Frost. He'll stop, cut to the middle, do a little dangling to get away from Mahura, and now he has some time and space, and Frost will skate it across center and flow one right in on the goaltender. Went off the glove of Otavainen, which made for a tough stop for Grubauer. Betcha the goalie tells the defender to just stay out of the way next time.
Smart play.
Here's Ball. Left wing side to Coronado, who bounces it off the boards and out. Stevenson hit knocked off the puck by Huberdeau, gets it back. And now drops it off. And here's Price. Moves it right wing side. It's fired in by Caden Hamill, captain of the Everett Silvertips last season. Kirkland will skate it out. Give it for Huberdeau. Gives it back to Kirkland, but he's turned back at the Kraken blue line. And now Tolvanen works it left wing side to Stevenson. He gives it away. Good play there by Brustevich, who I didn't think was particularly impressive in those next-gen games when I expected him to be. What do you want to see from him tonight?
Well, I'd just like to see him balance the offensive skill set that he has, jump out.
Brustevich with a shot off the stick of Zeri and wide to the near corner. Kirkland tries to throw a body check, but misses Hamill. Now him and Klopka will fight forward in the near corner. Zeri chops it out in front. Brustevich will hold it in right point, but he's forced to turn out. And we'll back it up to Kuznetsov as both teams change. And as we approach the 8-minute mark of the first of what's still a scoreless hockey game here at Scotiabank Saddle Dome, as a Zeri shot deflects up over the glass and out of play. And we'll step away. Seattle out shooting Calgary 4-3 so far, but with 12:34 to go in the first, the Flames and the Kraken are still scoreless. And this is Calgary Flames hockey on Sports.
have upped their game in response to that.
Just saw President of Hockey Operations Ron Francis and new General Manager Jason Botterill walk by us up here in the broadcast booth. Seattle, I believe, improved their team during the offseason, added some proven veterans who can score. So I suspect the Kraken will be more competitive this season. Stevenson and up the left wing side, trying to center to one of those guys who I just referred to in Marchment. Pass gets broken up though, and here comes Coronado the other way. And up the left wing side, he tries to get by Fleury, who cuts him off. Frost is after it behind the Kraken net. He's checked by Evans, who knocks the puck into the near quarter to Fleury, and he'll fire a pass out to center to Tolvanen. And Tolvanen leaves it left wing side for Marchment, who shoots. The shot gets blocked by Perek. Good job taking one for the team there as Marchment centers. Here's Stevens, a shot, he scores. Mitchell Stevens turns, shoots, and puts the puck through Dustin Wolf, and the Kraken tie the game at 1.
Well, you could tell just by Dustin Wolf's reaction that he wasn't too happy with that one off the start, and it's the guy that you just mentioned, and Mason Marchment, a big body that can generate some offense, and it's just a little feed from the corner to Stevens, who's out in front, and just a little bit of missed coverage by Zane Perek. Couldn't quite get there in time. That's a spinorama move. That would be a tough save to make for Dustin Wolf.
Well, I'm not a goalie, and you're not a goalie, but your husband is.
Yeah.
I think those might be the toughest shots for a goalie to stop. A guy spins and is on his backhand. You have no idea where that puck's going to go.
Backhand shots in general, I've been told, are the hardest.
Rustevich falls at the right point and at least slows his man down as John Randall Avon was trying to bust by him. So a good recovery there by Brustevich. We've got to fight for the puck in the neutral zone. Kraken come up with it. And Hamill will bounce it off the boards, off of David Goyette and deep into the flame zone. That's up. Leave it in the near quarter for Zeri. He banks it off the end boards to Brustevich. He'll play the puck to Klapka. Adam Klapka crosses the red line, and now the Kraken blue line. Klapka shoots. Grubauer bobbles the puck a bit, and with Kuznetsov and Zeri loitering in front, Kraken goaltender will hold on.
Well, speaking of contract extensions, nice to see Adam Klapka out there doing what he does best, and that's play a really simple style of last season, obviously, in the way that he finished, but is bringing that game on a consistent basis now.
Season. Ryan Lomberg on the left, Martin Pospisil up the middle, Adam Klapka on the right. I threw it out there for my ex-followers, needed a nickname for that line, and the one that Ryan Lomberg liked was the Legion of Boom. Remember the Legion of Doom line? You had Eric Lindros, John Leclerc, and Mikhail Renberg with the Flyers. The Legion of Boom line. Let's see if that sticks. A haul back to get it in the flame zone. Moves it up the middle. Cairns will settle it down. We might have a 3-on-2 here. Cairns across the Kraken line and drop Gridden, trying to give it back to Cairns in the give and go, but the pass is smartly broken up by Otavainen. Puck into the neutral zone. The Flames goal scorer Sharon Govich will leave it behind for Perek. The hype steps out to center, across the red line, and floated right in on Grubauer, who punches the puck into the near quarter. Evans gives it away. Pinching in, Stromgren can't get a hold of it as it's scooped up by Catton, and he'll clear it out to center. Puck now backhanded in by Jacob Alonson. It's Kraken complete a change, and as we pass the 11-minute mark of the opening period here at the Dome, well, the Flames and the Kraken are even at 1. Here's Evans being chased by Stromgren. Bounces it up the near boards and ahead to Catton. Represented Canada at last year's World Junior Championships. They get it in deep and chase it. Puck is flipped into the near quarter. Good job by Kuznetsov to get in the way of Ryan Winterton there as he strips him of the puck. Backhands it behind the net to Brustevich. Slide it right wing side as Honzek slides to center. He'll fire it in behind the Kraken net. And the Flames will sneak in a change. It's picked up by Fleury. Kraken will change as well as Fleury fires a pass up the right wing side to Marchment. Tries to move it to Tolvanen. The Hall gets in his way. Both guys get tangled up and fall as it's picked up in behind the net by Stevenson. But Solovyov whacks it away from him. And here comes Coronado to center. Beats Frost, who flips the puck wide of the net and into the near quarter. And Huberdeau goes in there on the forecheck. Frost and Coronado get in there as well as the Flames have their top line out there trying to take a 2-1 lead. Kraken, though, will clear it. Solovyov takes over. Fires it ahead to Frost, who leaves it for Coronado. He'll work it left wing side to Huberdeau. Makes a nice drop pass to Solovyov. He'll play it to Perek. Perek to Huberdeau with a shot. Grubauer with an awkward-looking left pad save. His puck is scooped up and cleared out by Avon. Here's Kirkland now. Across the red line and lifted right over the glass and into the third row here at Scotiabank Saddledome with now 7:30 to play in the opening period. Shots on goal are 5-5. And on goals by Calgary's Yegor Sharangovich and Seattle's Mitchell Stevens. The Flames and the Kraken are even at 1. And this is Calgary Flames hockey on Sportsnet 960, streaming on the Sportsnet and Flames apps and on CalgaryFlames.com.
Hard at work this past off-season, perfecting some new menu items for the Sea of Red. Earlier tonight, Grant was checking out a new concession, Shorties. Let's take a look.
All right, we're up here on the concourse with Brian from Food and Beverage, and what are we checking out today?
How we doing tonight, Sea Red? Tonight we're checking out the Saddledome's newest concession stand, Shorties. And I hope you're hungry because their food's over the top. Follow us. Shorties only serves one thing, and man, they do it well. Alberta bone-in braised beef short rib, steakhouse fries, chimichurri, red wine demi, fried onions, all on top of a ciabatta baguette. Fans, there is no better time to be a part of the Sea Red than right now. Check out Shorties in Mez 205 and find me on
What a long road back it was for him, and I know you felt his pain.
Oh, yeah. I've been through that surgery, that rehab. It is a grueling one, so it's great to see him back out there. He said he wasn't sure how it was going to go the other night, but looking to build his game from here.
And Ryan Huska said he really liked him in the first two periods, thought he fell off in the third, but when you think about how long between games it was for him, that's, I think, a good start for Justin Kirkland. Comes Zeri to center. Speaking of guys who have battled back, coming off of, well, in his case, a couple of knee injuries last season. Good to see Connor Zeri back in the thick of things on Sunday night. And again here tonight. Clapped up. Give it to Kirkland. He knocks it behind the net to Zeri. He'll turn into the far corner and play it right point to Brustevich. Slides it across the ball. Ball walks to the middle and shoots. And that wrist shot is gloved by Grubauer, who hangs on.
Yeah, for Justin Kirkland, I mean, it's just a matter of getting that strength and just the explosiveness back. It's hard to sustain that over the course of the game when you're healthy, let alone when you come back from a major knee injury like that. So it'll just take a little bit of time, or it did in my experience anyways. But the other guy that came back from a knee injury, you just mentioned him, Connor Zeri, I thought he looked really good on Sunday. He was sort of back to his old self. He said he didn't have to manage a lot of rehab, and he looked good.
I was wondering if he would look tentative, but to me he didn't. He was right in the middle of everything, as he tends to be. Archie trying to clear the Kraken zone, can't, as it's held in. And now Perek will knock it into the near corner. Gridden with a sharp angle shot. Puck bounced around to the blue paint a bit, but is picked up by Cartier, and he'll knock it out to the neutral zone. Cairns will turn it up the left wing side, shovel it in behind the Kraken net. Sharangovich, who's got the Flames goal. That's the slide by to Gridden. Gives it back to Sharangovich, and he'll move it up the near boards to Ball. Ball tries a shot, but it's blocked by Gaudreau. Now Sharangovich will spin and try to give it to Gridden, but it's past him, and Evans will take over and leaves it behind the net for Fleury. Returns the puck to Evans, and he'll send it out to center. Calgary kid Riker Evans coming off a career year with 5 goals and 25 points in 73 games, and he's a good young defenseman, Vic.
Yeah, Lane Lambert has talked about him his short time with the team. He just really likes how solid and steady and smart that he is, but just so good with the puck also.
Flames just got away with too many men on the ice
Yeah,
there.
they did.
Kind of a messy change, but no penalty call as Kraken will play the puck in, and Braden Pahal will go back to get it. Of course, a physical player for the Flames, finished second on the team and 12th in the league in hits by defensemen with 159 last season, and a bunch of them were big ones. Picked up and beyond the net by Morton. He will leave it for Solovyov. Solovyov, left wing side to Honzek. Spins across center, but his bank pass goes right through Stromgren, and Mahura will take over and behind the Kraken net. 5 minutes to play in the first period here at the Saddle Dome. Shots on goal are 5-5, and the score is 1-1. Tolvanen trying to weave his way through some traffic is checked. And now Kuznetsov will leave it far side for Stromgren. Stromgren will skate the puck to center, lift it up in the air and in. Hamill tries to glove it down, but can't. Like it should have been a hand pass there, but maybe Cross touched the puck, so no whistle. And the Kraken will get it in deep. Wolf, who finished tied for the NHL lead in assists by goaltenders last season, so much more confident playing the puck. Kraken do keep it in. A sharp angle shot off the stick of Rakoff, easily stopped by Wolf. Puck to the left point, slapped in the net by Price, and Wolf makes the save.
Now, Wolf looking sharp on that one. He saw that puck the entire way and then just gobbled it right up.
We'll take a timeout with 4:21 to play in the opening period, and the Flames and the Kraken tied at 1. And this is Calgary Flames hockey on Sportsnet 960, streaming on the Sportsnet and Flames apps and on CalgaryFlames.com.
The Calgary Flames are excited to announce the return of the Bonfire, an exclusive season ticket member event on Saturday, October 4th, right here at the Scotiabank Saddle Dome. You'll get to hear from Flames management, sample new food and beverage offerings, an introduction to the 2025-26 Calgary Flames roster.
But once was good.
Yeah, live and learn. The face-off coming up to Wolf's right. Kirkland. All tangled up with Catton. Kraken come up with a puck. Here's Catton. He'll leave it left wing side for Evans. He's able to get by Kirkland. Make it off the end boards to Winterton. Winterton protecting the puck and correct. Drops it. Fleury tries to shot, but his stick explodes, and the Flames will clear it out. Here comes Zeri trying to spring Kirkland, but the pass handcuffs him. Kirkland will slip it into the far corner to Klapka. Klapka using that big 6'8", 235-pound body to protect the puck. Here's Ball trying a shot. That one goes off a leg, though, and ends up deflecting out to center. Breck will take over and slide it up the middle of the ice to Klapka. Has to leave it for Zeri, who overskates it. Klapka. It's a battle with Captain. Klapka, left point to Ball. Ball flip it in behind the Kraken net. Zeri and Frost in there on the forecheck for the Flames. And Frost will come up with it. Tallied twice and got the overtime winner in the Flames' 3-2 victory over the Oilers at Rogers Place on Sunday. Here's Coronado with a shot. Stopped by Grubauer, and the Kraken goaltender will gobble up the puck and freeze it for a face-off.
Well, and a good opportunity for Morgan Frost here tonight to play on a line with Jonathan Huberdeau and Matt Coronado. That's where we expect Nazem Kadri to start the season. But, Ryan Huska's talked about Frost and just that he wants to make sure that he's playing a more reliable game so that he can have more defensive zone starts and maybe take the load off of Kadri and Backlund in that area. If you can start him in the D zone, knowing that he can defend and have that trust, will give the Flames a lot more time to play on offense.
Yeah, he was the Flames' best faceoff man after they acquired him from the Flyers, and should be even more settled in this season. Frost knocks his man down. Puck held in by Coronado, moves it far corner to Huberdeau. Huberdeau spins and leaves it down low for Frost. Frost, right point to Pahal, winds and fires. That shot gets knocked down on the doorstep. Big block there by Adavainen, but Frost is going to hold it in and play it right point to Pahal again. Pahal, far corner to Huberdeau, up top to Pahal with a shot off the body of Mahura and wide of the Kraken net. Arche trying to clear it, gets it to the line, but not across it. Actually, yes, he did. Upon further review, the linesman in a perfect
going to look like. What are they going to do with a guy like Ilya Solovyov this season? And nice to see him jumping up in the play there, trying to make something happen from an offensive standpoint, not typically something that's a part of his game.
Here's Kuznetsov trying to pass. That ends up bouncing off Sharon Govich's skate into the Kraken zone, but it's quickly cleared out and down the ice, and there should be and will be an icing call on the visitors. We are bringing you this preseason game from the Peter Maher Radio broadcast booth, sponsored by South Point Toyota. Don't wait to make the switch. Get free winter tires and free lifetime oil and filter changes only at Calgary's #1 volume Toyota dealer, South Point Toyota. Shots on goal are 7-7. And on goals by Sharon Govich at 740 and Stevens at 914. Flames and the Kraken are knotted up at 1. Squirts out in front of the Kraken net and is picked up by Price. He tries to clear but can as Cairns holds it in. Rory Cairns led the Calgary Wranglers and finished 4th in the AHL with 33 goals last season. Looked pretty good in his first 5 NHL games as well. He picked up 4 points during that stretch, Mick.
Oh, he's looked good here so far tonight also. I've been impressed with his game.
Gridden can handle the pass, but he will grab the puck in the neutral zone and dump it in, and then he gets into it with Goyette as they head to the respective benches. Hamill will fire it into the flame zone. Parak goes back to get it. Fends off Marchment and misses Stromgren or Hansek with a pass, and that turns into an icing call of the Flames.
Well, an interesting pair in Kevin Ball and Zane Parak. I know that everyone was excited to see what these guys would look like in this game. Kevin Ball said that playing with such a skilled guy like Zane, he was just going to try to read off of him, let him go, let him do his thing, jump up in the play as he wants to, and he would just read off of that, stay back, just kind of hold down the fort. But Zane Parek's another guy who I think has looked good tonight.
He is special. There's no doubt about it. Also, no doubt, he's the Flames' top prospect, and I think most would say one of the top 5 prospects in hockey. Here's Tolvanen. He'll drop it off to Stevenson. Chandler Stevenson at 64, a career-high 65, and 51 and 51 points the last 4 seasons, respectively. He's turned into a consistent and solid player for the Kraken. Onzek after it behind the Kraken net. We'll move it to Morton. Morton shoved off the puck and then cross-check down to the ice by Fleury. That was nasty. A cross-check by Cale Fleury right into the ribs of Sam Morton, and he got away with the first one, Mick, but not the second.
Yeah, I was just going to say I didn't mind the first one. That's just playing a physical, aggressive style of game, but it was more the second one for me. But Sam Morton took one for the team, and he's been really good as well. He plays such a smart, savvy game, and drawing a penalty here for the Flames.
So the Flames will head to their first power play built by Homes by Abbey. It's time for a quickie. That's right. Homes by Abbey has 40 quick possession homes ready to go. Visit homesbyabbey.com/quickies. So far in the preseason, the Flames 1 for 6, 16.7% on the power play. The Kraken 5 for 6, 83.3% on the penalty kill. Flames from the offensive zone draw. Here's Coronado. Left point to Perek. And now near corner to Coronado again. Return the puck to Perek. Perek, top of the far circle to the goal scorer, Sharon Govich. Does some dancing. Moves it in front. Huberdeau spins and drops. Frost tries a shot, but can't get one off. Here's Sharon Govich now with 40 seconds to play in the period. Moves it far corner to Huberdeau. Huberdeau protecting it from Gaudreau. Spins and slides it right point to Perek. Fumbles the puck, recovers it, and gets it in deep again. Here's Sharon Govich to Huberdeau. Huberdeau, right point to Perek. And now across the line to Frost. He settles down the bouncing puck and drops it behind his back to Coronado. Coronado into the near circle. Leave it behind for Perek, who shoots and just rips it wide on the short side. Now Huberdeau goes down low. Coronado knocked down, gets back up, picks the puck up, and feeds it in front to Huberdeau. Huberdeau holds it and now drops it. Perek shoots it. It's stopped. Rebound. Coronado whacking and hacking away. Huberdeau centers, and Grubauer somehow keeps it out as the buzzer sounds. What a flurry for the Flames to end the first.
Yeah, great series of plays, and that entire power play was dangerous from start right up to until that last opportunity, and in particular, like the shot mentality from Zane Perek, and that's how that last scoring chance came about, was Perek just having the courage to put a puck through from the blue line. You'd like to see that from him. You know that that's something that the coaching staff wants on their power plays, that shot mentality.
Mick, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'm sure you feel the same way, but watching Zane Perek in game 82 against the Kings and watching him in the first couple of preseason games, like there's no chance he doesn't help the power play, is there?
No, absolutely. Yeah, he will 100% help the power play.
And I think he'll do it right away. He just has such a special skill set and brings something to the table. And this is with all due respect to the rest of the Flames defensemen that they didn't have before him. So he's going to be fun to watch wearing number 89 or maybe another number when the season starts. So looking forward to watching more of Perek and the Flames in the second. But first, to Pat Steinberg for our Flames talk. First intermission.
Okay, we got a 1-1 tie after 20 minutes of play. And let's go downstairs and check in immediately with Flames.
So I don't know if you guys can see, but I have a cone head on my chest, and this is the only way he's getting any comfort after he visited the veterinarian today. Yeah, you guys, I have to mute. Whenever there's music coming on, I have to mute the sound or I get copyright strikes. So I'm sorry that I can't meet everybody's expectations, but it's just the problem with YouTube and copyright problems, right? It's just, you got to do what you got to do. Welcome, Cynthia Sunflowers. Good to see you. Are you the sunflower I know? I think you are. I see sunflowers. Robert Cotton, welcome. Do you have a problem with the volume? Yeah. Did you leave it on? You're irritating me. Then piss off, Robert. Okay? I have to mute between play. The music gets me copyright strikes. If you don't like it, you know where to go. I'm not, I took the time and effort to do this, and then you're rude like that? Just saying. E.T., thank you, saying you're doing great, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got to work within the rules, right, you guys? And so there's some interesting acrobatics going on, so I'll get you back to the game. So you can see I'm a little handicapped here tonight. I got my buddy Squidward had the boys removed today. He's doing pretty good, but he's really clingy right now and likes to. He's trying to use my body heat to stay warm because he's shivering from coming out of the medicine. So I'm a little preoccupied here. And just so you guys know, I can't, when there's music on at the arena, I can't have sound on or it sets off the copyright strikes. Okay. So that's why I don't do it. And this is kind of bootlegging it as best as you can, working within the parameters you're given. For us Flames fans that crave hockey, and for some people that can't watch it, that's why I do this. This is for true Flames fans. And like my buddies, like Jake that can't skate, his channel, please lift up his channel. He's a good man. And enjoy the game, friends. Love you. And wish Squidward a quick healing.
more speed, the execution, the structure. Much better game from the Flames.
The Flames almost scored on the power play at the end of the first. Couldn't quite put the puck in time, but they'll start the second period with a Homes by Abbey power play and an opportunity to take a 2-1 lead. Flames wearing their home red jerseys, moving from left to right on your radios in the second period. The Kraken with their road whites from right to left. Here's the goal scorer, Sharon Govich. Saucer it back to Perret, who steps in and shoots. That shot gets blocked by Mahura, and the puck deflects off a shin pad and all the way back into Flames territory. Sharon Govich winds up, crosses center, and now swings it out the right wing side to Coronado, who had 4 shots in that first period. He drops Prestevich to Huberto with a shot, and it's blocked by Ottavainen. And the Kraken will clear it down the ice.
You can tell in this game there's been much more of a shot mentality from Zane Parekh, but from everyone.
Nice stretch pass by Parekh. Here's Gridden in front. Karen's trying to settle it down. Can't get a shot off. Now it squirts right into the blue paint. And Grubauer gets his glove on the puck, and he'll hold on for a face-off. How about to the ice time for the top pairing tonight of Kevin Ball and Zane Parekh? Ball played a game-high 8 minutes. Parekh was only 2 seconds behind him.
Now some PK time for Kevin Ball. Some PP time for Zane Parekh, who I think he's taken his game to another level in this game tonight, in my opinion.
That's what you want to see from a young player. Just keep ramping up. Face off coming up to Grubauer's left. Karen's tossed out. There he steps in there, but Gaudreau wins the face off, and the puck's lifted up and out by Evans. Back to 5-on-5, just past the 1 minute mark of the second period here at the Saddle Dome. Kuznetsov will scoop it up in behind his net. Move it up the middle. A nice pass ahead to Cairns. Goes one-on-one with Evans. Evans roughing up Cairns, pushes him off the puck, and Alzeri comes in and centers it on the doorstep. Gridden gets denied by Grubauer. And we've got another Kraken penalty call coming up as Wolf gets on his horse and races to the bench, and Flames get an extra attacker out there. Stevich start the breakout. Slides it right wing side. Cairns can't handle the pass, though, and as Evans touches the puck, the whistle sounds, and Flames are going to head right back to a Homes by Abbey power play here.
Now, it was a great play, and I really like that line of Cairns, Gridden, and Zeri. I think that they've been dangerous when they've been on the ice, and it was all 3 of them. Started the play from Cairns. Zeri forces the turnover, and Gridden's right there, right in front of the net, trying to pick up the puck and put it past Grubauer and drawing a penalty as a result.
Matvei Gridden, who was certainly a standout in those next-gen games, the Flames' second first-round pick in 2024. He went 28. Of course, Zane Parekh, 9th, which, even though he's only played in 1 NHL game, seems a little low for a guy with his unique skill set. Here's Parekh, left wing side to Frost. Move it in behind the net to Huberto. His far corner to Frost. Who tallied twice on Sunday in Edmonton. Frost to Parekh. Now to Sharon Govich with a shot off a skate in front. And loose puck is picked up and cleared out by the Kraken goalgetter, Stevens. Parekh will take over behind the net. Parekh quarterbacking this first power play unit. Is out there with Huberto, Frost, Coronado, and Sharon Govich tonight. Here's Frost. Leave it right wing side for Sharon Govich, who can't get it in deep as Stevenson picks it up and clears it out. And now Tolvanen floats it right in on Wolf from center. Wolf will give it to Parekh. Skates it up the right wing side. Gets to the red line and bumps it back to Coronado. Across the red line and slide it left wing side to Huberto, who glides in and centers. Sharon Govich shoots and rifles one just high and wide of the Kraken net. And now Frost drops to Parekh, walks to the middle and gives it to Coronado, who shoots, and Grubauer gets a piece of it. And the puck deflects off his shoulder pad up over the glass and into the netting.
Well, good to see the Flames shooting the puck, and in particular, Yegor Sharangovich. I mean, seeing the way that the puck just kind of comes flying off of his stick. Saw it on that last play and just misses the net. But to me, he looks like a guy who's playing with a lot more confidence. I know it's early. It's the first game that he's playing in this preseason, but we like to see him shooting the puck like that.
From 31 goals to 17, so we didn't see it as much last season, but a reminder how that puck just explodes off of Sharky's stick. Here's Zeri back to the blue line to Prestevich. Prestevich, a shot knocked down and now covered up, at least for a moment. Does come free, but the Kraken are able to clear it out and down the ice. 40 seconds remaining in the Riker-Evans penalty. Just past the 3-minute mark of the second period here at the Dome, where it's 1-1. Zeri in front to Cairns, who shoots and scores! A quick shot by Rory Cairns, just inside the far goal post. The Flames score a power play goal and take a 2-1 lead.
Speaking of pucks exploding off of sticks, that one came off of Rory Cairns' blade in a hurry, and nice little dish from Connor Zeri as they're entering into the offensive zone. They get into that high slot area, and Cairns did a great job on the entry. Zeri picks up the puck, and then Cairns heads right to the net, and that's what made him dangerous on that play. He dished it off, and then he headed right towards the net and was rewarded for it.
AHL All-Stars, a member of the Calgary Wranglers last season. Here's his goal. Rory Cairns!
Assist number 47, Connor Zeri. Time of the power play goal, 3:14. Cairns from Zeri, power play, 3:14.
And it's 2-1 Flames. Good start to the second period for the Flames, who are suddenly out shooting the Kraken 14-8. That's a couple of power plays. I'll help you dominate your opponent as the Flames have so far in the second. Kraken trying to get that goal back. His ball gets all tangled up with Catton, who goes down. Now Kuznetsov will give the puck to Klapka. Bounces it off the boards to himself. And tries to clear but can't. Goyette holds it in. Moves it near quarter. Markman in front. Mahura with a shot. Good save by Wolf. Now Kirkland corrals it behind the Flames net. Also set up the left wing side. Zeri dodging a check from Marchment as he clears it out. And Kuznetsov will have a little chat with Marchment. I don't think he'd like that hit on Zeri, Mick. Zeri will cross the red line. Bounce it off Evans' stick and in briefly. Evans clears it back out. Now Goyette's going to grab it. There's a drop pass to Avon, but he gets pulled off the puck by Morton, who's really impressed me. I think more so without the puck than with the puck, Mick. He always seems to be in the right spot, Sam Morton.
Yeah, he's very smart, positionally sound, but then he seems to get the puck in really good places as a result.
Up the left wing side, here comes Honzek, the star of the preseason in 2024 for the Flames. He drops, quick shot off the stick of Solovyov, doesn't get through it. Now Goyette tries to thread the needle to Avon, but that pass doesn't work. By the way, John Randall Avon is the stepson of Steve Larmer, who had an incredible career, 15 seasons in the NHL, 441 goals, 1,012 points in 1,006 games.
Wow.
Won the Calder Trophy, the Blackhawks in 1983, and then the Stanley Cup with the Rangers in 1994. Puck bounced towards the Flames net, knocked down in front by Ball. Marchment throws his arms up in the air to admit his guilt. I think he thought there was a penalty call coming up there, but nope. Here comes Parekko to center. Across the red line, and now the Kraken blue line. Parekh trying to go end to end. Flames get called offside, but when the whistle sounds, referee's right arm shoots up into the air, and we've got another Flames power play coming up here. And the Flames have already scored a goal on the Holmes by Abbey power play tonight.
And a nice rush by Zane Parekh on this play. Pretty much goes from end to end, just weaves his way right through traffic, and Stromgren just ends up going offside. But we're seeing that puck poise from Zane Parekh, his ability to just move up the ice and navigate his way through traffic.
Mason Marchment's the guilty guy. Nice pickup for the Kraken during the offseason. Acquired him from the Stars for 3rd and 4th round picks back in June. Scored a career high 22 goals in each of the last 2 seasons. That looks like a salary dump for the Stars, doesn't it?
Yeah, great pickup for the Kraken. I mean, just the player that he's evolved into, and the way that the Kraken want to kind of, the direction they want to move their game, and that's with more physicality, intensity. He's definitely a guy who brings both of those.
So the Flames with a 2-1 lead and an opportunity on the Holmes by Abbey power play to take a 2-tally lead. It's Frost into the line. He drops to Coronado, who spins in and leaves it for Sharon Govich. He'll back it up to the blue line to Parekh, who knocks it down and holds it in and returns it to Sharon Govich. Down low to Huberdeau. He'll bounce it right point, but it skips over the stick of Parekh. And he'll have to chase it back into his own territory. Parekh skid it across his blue line, and now the red line. Bump it back to Coronado, who moves it right wing side to Frost, who digs it out of his feet and tries to leave it, and does manage to move it to Coronado. He gives it to Sharon Govich, but this pass gets intercepted by Stevens, and the Kraken will clear it down the ice, and both teams will start the change, and Coronado will try to catch the Kraken on that change. Works it left wing side to Klapka, goes down low to Coronado, bounces by him right out in front, but Klapka can't get his stick on it. Back to the left point to Brustevich. He walks in, holds it. Brustevich into the far corner, goes down low to Klapka. Saucers it near side to Frost. Frost up top to Coronado. Coronado to Brustevich with a one-timer. Stick aside by Grubauer. Klapka with a big hit on Fleury, knocks it loose, and Gridden's going to hold it in. At least for a moment, but a good stick there by Winterton. Whacks it away from him and out. Here comes Cairns back in. He's got the go-ahead goal. He's looking for another, but he's checked by Tobin. As the puck squirts out, Gridden will grab it. Wait for his teammates to get on side and bring it right back in for the Flames. 18 seconds remaining in the Kraken penalty to Marchment. As Klapka turns into the far corner, protects the puck and drops to Zeri. Zeri will walk it in behind Grubauer's net. Slide it near sides to Cairns. Cairns to Zeri in front with a quick turn and a shot that goes just wide. Then he gets clobbered by Evans. Puck squirts out in front, and Tolvanen will grab it. And as Marchment comes out of the box, he finds him with a pass. Marchment, stick handling, will drop to Mahura. Wheels it up the left wing side, runs into the referee as it squirts out in front of the net, and now behind the net. There's Tolvanen, right point, now across the line to Catton. Catton, right point out of Vinen with a shot fought off by Wolf. Now Catton, leave it for Mahura, gets it in deep again. Tolvanen, after it in the near quarters, beaten to that puck by Cairns, who can't clear it out. Now Zeri's going to scoop it up, and he'll skate it out. Flames might have a 3-on-2, but at the end of the shift, they decide to make a change, and Zeri just gets the puck in deep. Calgary out shooting Seattle 17-10 tonight. It's the Flames 2 and the Kraken 1. Comes Honzek with a shot stop rebound, and Stromgren can't get a stick on the puck. Catton will grab it. Takes a big hit from Honzek. Nice play by Sam Honzek there on former 8th overall pick, Berkeley Catton. Stromgren will grab it at his own blue line. Spin and make a nice pass to Morton, but it's whacked away from him by Gaudreau. And now Honzek has the puck hop to him. Honzek into the high slot looking for Stromgren, but the pass is broken up. Here comes Gaudreau the other way. Steps in up the right wing side. Gets by Solovyov and centers it in front. Puck goes off a stick right to Stromgren, though, and he'll lift it off the glass and take a hard hit from Hamill after throwing that body check. Had his helmet pop up into the air, and he actually made a nice catch, but he's got to go to the bench. Minus that helmet. Hall will leave it behind for Solovyov. Solovyov moves it ahead to Huberdeau. Huberdeau slides it rink wide. Coronado will catch up to it and shoot it. Nice right pad kick save by Grubauer there as Gaudreau will saucer it ahead to Winterton, who busts in. Winterton checked by Parak. A fantastic play by Zane Parak to take a scoring chance away from Ryan Winterton. Doing it at both ends of the ice tonight, Mick.
Yeah, that was outstanding.
Here's Coronado with a shot, a weak one knockdown in front by Evans, and he'll make a back pass ahead to Winterton. Parak gets back, Winterton shoots, and Wolf makes the save. Parak and Wolf, two names that have become quite popular here in the Blue Sky City. Here's Evans ahead to Stevenson. He swings it right wing side to Catton. Catton turns into the corner and drops to Evans. Evans shoots and rips one right over the net and over the glass and out of play. Well, the pace has been so much better tonight than what we saw here at Scotiabank Saddledome on Sunday. Good hockey game between the Flames and the Kraken. And on goals by Yegor Sharangovich and Rory Cairns, sandwiching one by Mitchell Stevens. It is the Flames 2 and the Kraken 1. And this is Calgary Flames hockey on Sportsnet 960, streaming on the Sportsnet and Flames apps and on CalgaryFlames.com.
By their hair, the craziest contortionist I've ever seen. If you haven't checked out Cirque du Soleil's Echo yet, you have until Sunday, October 19th, under the big top at Stampede Park. Scan that QR code up on the Sportsnet scoreboard to get a deal on tickets. But if you're over here in section 209, 210, 211, the Steelhouse Canada Sea of Red Cruise over. It's Big Mike with a big wad of envelopes filled with Cirque du Soleil tickets. But he's only giving them to the loudest fans he can find. You want to go to Cirque? Let him know right now.
Sharp angle shot. Misses the mark. Puck will ricochet off the boards all the way down the ice. And Mahura houses back in to get it. Moves it far boards over to Otavainen. Gives it back to Mahura. He'll bounce it off Marchman's stick and deep into Flames territory. Both out to get it. Gives it to Kuznetsov, who tries to clear but can't. Kraken hold it in. Mahura pick it up left point. Knock it into the near corner where Brustevich is waiting for it. He makes a quick pass ahead to Kirkland. Kirkland crosses the Kraken line and drops. Klapka shoots and just misses on the far side. Adam Klapka split last season between the AHL and the NHL. 14 goals and 26 points in 33 games with the Wranglers. As Zary tries to weave his way in, he's checked by Otavainen. And 6 goals and 10 points in 31 games with the Flames. Mick, I think it's safe to say that Adam Klapka has graduated and become a full-time NHLer.
Very safe to mention it earlier, but it's can he do that consistently over the course of an 82-game season now?
Here is Stevens with a shot. He rips it right over top of Wolf's net. We've got a goaltending change for the Kraken. Philip Grubauer is out, and another veteran, Matt Murray, is in. All back to get it to Flame zone. Clears it up the near boards to Sharon Govich, who can't get it out. Hamill holds it in and shoots. That shot's blocked by Solovyov, and now the Flames have a 3-on-2. Sharon Govich, left wing side to Cairns. Wasn't the best pass, but Cairns has managed to move the puck in behind the Kraken net and over skates it there. Gritten's in there fighting forward on the forecheck. Now Ball pinches it off the left point. Pitchforks it down low to Cairns, who fires it in front looking for Gritton, but pass was too hot to handle for him. And here comes Avon the other way. Avon will chip it in and chase it. Ball gets there first, gives it to Parekh, returns it to his partner Ball, and he makes a nice pass that is fumbled by Sharon Govich. And now Gritton will grab it. And we've got a 2-on-1. Gritton shoots, and it comes loose and sits right in the blue paint before the puck gets cleared away by Evans. That one went right through Murray.
Well, what was interesting about that play is the guy that was following it up and would have been closest to put the puck in the net was just about there was Zane Parekh jumping up in the rush.
We'll take a break with 7:40 to play in the second period. Rory Cairns' power play goal, the go-ahead goal in this hockey game. It is the Flames 2 and the Kraken 1. And this is Calgary Flames hockey on Sportsnet 960, streaming on the Sportsnet and Flames apps and on calgaryflames.com.
Shuffle. I am here with Adriana, and she is playing for a jersey tonight. We're going to start with 3 cups on the screen. A puck is going to jump into one of those cups. You just got to keep an eye on that cup, and then it's decision-making time, okay? So let's get those cups up there for Adriana. Okay, here we go. Pop it right in there, right in the middle. Keep your eyes on it, Adriana. Because everyone knows no one else in the dome is paying attention. It's only you. Okay. So you can lock in your decision now and like get a little gift card, or we can add 2 more cups and you can play for a jersey. What do you think?
I'm going to add 2 more cups.
She wants 2 more cups. That puck is still in the same spot, but we're going to shuffle them again. Well, I've lost it, Adriana. I hope you got eyes on it. Ooh. Some
He's back.
Be out there.
Great interview as well. I had a chance to chat with him this morning. Here's Evans, a hard pass ahead to Catton, who has his pass to Winterton picked off by Huberdeau, and now it's scooped up by Kuznetsov. He'll bounce it off a couple of bodies and deep into the Kraken zone, and Evans will go back to get it. Evans, who represented Canada at the World Championships in the spring. Looked good for the Kraken here in his hometown tonight. Here's Coronado, left wing side to Honzek. Spins to protect the puck from Fleury. Flames in the middle of making a change here as Honzek tries to hold the puck. He drops it. Solovyov shoots it, and Murray fights that shot off. Now Fleury flinging up the middle of the ice. Bahal collides with Melanson as Stromgren will off a stick and right into the Kraken bench with 5:49 to play in the second period. Coming to you from our fantastic vantage point up here in the Peter Maher Radio broadcast booth, sponsored by South Point Toyota. Save up to $5,000 on all in-stock Tacomas. Plus, get free winter tires and lifetime oil and filter changes under the tower at South Point Toyota. 5:49 to play in the second. Flames doubling up the Kraken in shots, 22-11, and in goals. Yegor Sharangovich and Rory Cairns have scored. It is Calgary 2 and Seattle 1. And this is Calgary Flames hockey on Sportsnet 960, streaming on the Sportsnet and Flames apps and on calgaryflames.com.
Hey, Flames fans, how'd you like to experience the action of the game right on the glass? Well, scan the QR code up on the Sportsnet scoreboard now for your chance to win glass seats to our final preseason home game Friday, October 3rd against the Winnipeg Jets. Don't wait. Enter right meow.
Let's go! Ho! Let's go! Make it hot! Come on! Let's go! Rock! Rock! Say what? Rock! Let's go! Let's go! Ho! Let's go!
Sportsnet 960, The Fan.
It was 1-1 after one, but Rory Cairns has scored a power play goal here in the second period. And that goal is the difference in this hockey game with the Flames out in front of the Kraken, 2-1. The Flames power play is built by Homes by Avi. It's time for a quickie. That's right. Homes by Avi has 40 quick possession homes ready to go. Visit homesbyavi.com/quickies. Parek will pick it up in the neutral zone and snap a pass that misses Zeri, and that turns into an icing call. If you are looking at this game through a microscope, that was a minor mistake by Zane Parek, but for me, Mick, he has been one of the stars of the show inside of the Sea of Red on this Tuesday night.
I would agree with you, and I feel like we're seeing some really good chemistry between him and Kevin Ball. It's something Kevin mentioned this morning in talking with the media was just the importance of communication. It's important when D partners haven't played together, and they look like they're meshing really well. Some great chemistry.
I assume that if all of the guys who are on the roster today are still on the roster on October 8th and everybody's healthy, that we'll once again see a top four pairing of Kevin Ball and Rasmus Anderson. But if Anderson gets traded at some point in time, I think that makes some sense. A pairing of Kevin Ball and Zane Parekh. There's Zary rattled as the puck comes out in front of the Flames net. Klopka's going to scoop it up and lift it up in the air and out. And tries to get to the puck. Couldn't touch it, though. Would have been a hand pass as Parekh will give it to Ball, and he'll bounce it off Sharon Govich's stick and deep into the Kraken zone. A little bit less than 5 minutes to play in the second. Flames out in front of the Kraken by a goal. Puck is dumped in behind Wolf's net. Kuznetsov back to get it. Being pressured. Is able to get rid of the puck, but the Flames can't get it out. Here's a quick shot that goes off a body and wide of the net. Price will hold it in for the Kraken. Gets it in deep again. Savage battling along the end boards as the puck is dug free. Melanson up point to Price. Across the line. There's a shot by Hamill that doesn't get through a bunch of bodies in front. And now Cairns makes a good pass to Brustevich, who slips it right wing side to Sharon Govich, and he'll dump it in as the Flames start to change. He'll move it far side over to Hamill. Crosses his blue line, gets to the red line, and dishes it off to Catton. He turns the puck over, and Solovyov will scoop it up. Dodge a body check in the far corner as he was lined up by Winterton, who missed, and here comes Huberdeau the other way. Huberdeau spins in and moves it to Coronado. Coronado drops it. Solovyov shoots it, and it goes wide of Murray's net. What a pass by Jonathan Huberdeau. And now a big hit by Jonathan Huberdeau as he steamrolls Berkeley Catton. Now another big hit in the far corner. This time it's Ilya Solovyov pinching in and taking a body check from Caden Hamill. Physicality's picked up late in the second, Mick.
No, it sure has. I mean, you expect that too as we move through the preseason and as the intensity sort of ramps up and you get ready for the regular season. But good to see Jonathan Huberdeau throwing his body around too. I think he's looked good in this game as well.
Absolutely. Preseason debut. Took Sunday off, but even though I suspect he's probably been dealing with minor injuries, back out there tonight. Comes Morton in. Morton with a shot, sticked aside by Murray. Morton will move it left point. Here's Ball across the line to Parekh. Parekh with a great pass to Morton, who shoots and is stopped by Murray. And now Stromgren will grab it. But there was maybe a penalty call coming up against the Kraken, but nope. As Evans will knock the puck out to the neutral zone. Here's Parekh. Lift the puck up and in. And Honzek gets in there with a forecheck, but is beat to the puck by Fleury, who tries to clear but can't. Stromgren holds it in and moves it right point to Parekh. Parekh dangles across the line and gives it to Ball. Ball centers it. That pass goes right by Stromgren, but Kirkland's going to keep it in. Kirkland to Ball. Far side to Stromgren. Up top to Ball. And now right point to Parekh. Parekh, the hard pass that bounces off Kirkland's stick. Kirkland and Evans get all tangled up in the near corner. Flames very aggressive on the forecheck as they hold it in. Here's Klopka over to Ball. Ball with a shot. And that one is fearlessly blocked by Melanson as the Kraken finally relieve the pressure and clear it down the ice and make a much-needed change. Flames coming at them in waves here in the second as Klopka turns it over at center. And now Gaudreau from his knees will flip the puck in behind the Flames net. 2 minutes to play in the period. It's Calgary 2 and Seattle 1 as Klopka will shoot the puck in, and Cairns will catch up to him in the near quarter, but he gets hit by Mahura. Klopka now wrapped up from behind by the Kraken goal scorer Stevens. And Tolvanen will knock it out to the neutral zone. Oyet taken down by Kuznetsov. It's Klopka. Whips it across the ice to Zary. Across the Kraken line and drop it off to Cairns. Cairns behind the net to Zary. Zary turns into the near corner and is hit awkwardly by Mahura. Zary's been crunched a couple of times in the second period and has been slow to get up on both occasions, but does race over to the Flames bench and appears to be okay. Here's Brustevich over to Pahal. Little head and shoulder fake, and he'll slide it ahead to Sharon Govich. Sharon Govich drops it. Frost tries to center it. Pass doesn't get to Gridden. Instead, it bounces right point to Pahal. Lock it behind the net. Frost and Sharon Govich. Doesn't have time or room to shoot. He will play it right point to Pahal, and he'll bounce one in behind Murray's net. In the final 60 seconds of the second period now. Here's Frost in the far corner. Behind the net to Gridden. Gridden, the hard pass to the top of the near circle. Pahal, a shot fought off by Murray. And now the puck is scooped up by Otavainen, who can't get it out. Solovyov leaves it for Gridden. Pokes it far corner to Frost. Frost back to the left point to Solovyov. And now across the line to Parekh. Parekh to Sharon Govich, but he fumbles it. And out of on him, tries to make a stretch pass that misses, and that'll be an icing call against the Kraken. Mick, Flames are up 25-12 in shots. It's hard to believe they're only up 2-1 on the scoreboard with how well they played in the second period.
Yeah, in the offensive zone in particular, I think that's been one of the most impressive areas of their game, and that starts with the defensemen being active down the walls and their reads on when to pinch to keep pucks in zone, but then they're working as a unit of 5 in the offensive zone as well. Just a ton of movement, generating a lot of offense as a result. Just need to finish at the net a little bit more.
He's off to Murray's right. Kraken win that defensive zone draw, but can't get it out. Parak holds it in and boots it to Coronado. Coronado, right point to ball. Tries to pass that gets broken up by Avon. Now Avon will cross the Flames line and leave it left wing side for Catton. Catton kicks it to his stick and now drops it off to Price, who shoots right into the flaming sea on the front of Wolf's jersey. And he makes one of his toughest saves tonight.
Dustin Wolf hasn't had a ton of work, has now only faced 13 shots in this game, but he's looked sharp when he's had to make the save.
For Connor Zary and Hunter Burstevich, who it's a couple of apples. A little bit more work for him. I think we're going to see Owen Say in the third period. Marchment versus Frost for this face-off. Marchment wins it. Price shoots it in the last-second opportunity, but the puck deflects wide, and that will do it for the first 40 minutes here at Scotiabank Saddle.
Thank you.
So I'm pretty impressed with the showing tonight. I thought Gradines looked good. Matt Coronado was right in the slot there, moved the puck again like he's told not to. He should be shooting from that slot. Moved the puck, tried to move it to the left wing and lost it. He's got to do that less often. And who else? Parek's been pretty good and came back to make a few good defensive plays too, even though he was up ice doing things. Who else? Oh, Karen's has looked good. Sharon Govich has looked pretty good. Huberdeau threw a check, and so did Honzek. I liked that. That's good to see everybody chipping in that way. I wonder, I don't think there's anybody there that can take on Marchment after his dirty hit on Zeri. Too bad we sent young Maceo Phillips down to Green Bay already. That would have been interesting to see. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the game, you guys, and we'll see you after.
from the game on Sunday, and that's exactly what you want to see from him, just feeling more comfortable.
Well, third period has started. Here comes Perek. Near side to Frost, who flips it in front, but it bounces wide to the far corner. In this third period, the Flames, with their home red jerseys on, are moving from right to left on your radios. The Kraken with their road whites from left to right. Here's Coronado in the far corner. Behind the net to Huberdeau. Back to Coronado. And he'll throw it in behind the net to Frost. Frost turns into the far corner and centers it. Coronado shoots and scores! On a beautiful pass from Morgan Frost, Matt Coronado rips the puck into the top of the Kraken net, and it's 3-1 Flames.
One thing we've seen more of from the Flames is some offense from below the goal line. This starts with Morgan Frost, corrals the puck below the goal line, and then finds Matt Coronado off on the far side. And I mean, what a shot. He's between the goal line and the face-off circle and is still able to get that puck up in a hurry. Picks the corner, near side, top shelf. That's a tough shot to make when you take all the time in the world. But for a one-timer shot, that makes it that much more impressive. What a shot.
So Sharon Govich's goal was a tip, but how about the shots from Rory Cairns and Matt Coronado on the 2-1 and 3-1 goals? Wow.
Yeah, Rory Cairns, he got that one up in a hurry from in tight, and Matt Coronado, he gets that one up in a hurry too and picks the corner.
We do have a goaltending change for the Flames to start the third period. So John Forsland is calling this game for Kraken TV. Do you know what his catchphrase is? Hey, hey, what do you say?
Oh,
and we have Owen say, and that for the Flames to start the third period. Fitting.
He's got
say.
John's got a couple of very recognizable lines, I would say, so I wasn't sure which one we were going with there.
Here's that goal. Nope. Kirkland wins a neutral zone draw, and Solovyov will get the puck to Pahal, who shoots it in behind Murray's net. Kirkland and Zeri in there on the forecheck. Klopka's going to pick the puck up and play it left point to Solovyov. He whips the puck across the line to Pahal, who gives it to Klopka, who shoots and zips it right over top of Murray's net. Solovyov falls, but gets back up as Klopka picks the puck up. Klopka stick handles in and is bumped off the puck by Cartier before he can shoot it. Fight for it in the far corner between 47s. Campbell for the Kraken, Zeri for the Flames. And I said to you before we came back on the air to start the third period, Mick, that Connor Zeri has taken an absolute beating tonight.
No, and he's gotten up every single time, which is, I mean, it's kind of the style that Zeri plays that invites that physicality, but he takes it like a champ.
Just stay healthy, Connor.
Yeah.
Flames need you for 82 or close to 82 this season. Back to the right point. Here's Fleury. Across to Evans. Evans throws it in behind the Flames net. Perek, who has looked fantastic tonight. I'll give it to Honzak, who clears it out. Now it's picked up and dumped back in by Rakoff. And now Perek, a big body check on Rakoff along the end boards. Seeing a little bit of everything from Zane Perek in preseason game number 3 tonight.
Yeah, a bit of a reverse hit too, but you like to see that strength. It's something that he's worked on, is being better in terms of his physicality, and that definitely showed it there.
Morton will dump the puck in and chase it. Huberdeau in there on the forecheck as well. As it ends up squirting free, Marchment gives it away to Kuznetsov, and then he coughs it up, and Catton will pick it up and lug it in over the line and drop Marchment a shot, and it goes offside the outside of far goal post. And now Marchment tries to work it through a seam. Instead, the pinball's in front, into the far corner to Catton. Catton will slide it behind the net. Coronado waiting for it along the near boards. Will lift it up in the air and down the ice, and that'll be an icing call on the Flames as we have passed the 3-minute mark. And on goals by Sheriff. Here's Kuznetsov. He misses Huberdeau with a pass. Out of Biden, throws it down the ice. No icing. As Say wanders out of his net, moves it far corner. And Solovyov will slide it near quarter to Kuznetsov, who makes a good breakout pass to Coronado. Coronado will leave it for Huberdeau. Huberdeau trying to get it back to Coronado, who gloves it down in the near corner, steps it in front and centers. Huberdeau to the backhand. Stopped by Murray, and the veteran goaltender will hold on. And it's been a tough few seasons for Matt Murray. Now in his 11th NHL season, and first with the Kraken, following .21 games with the a couple of games with the Maple Leafs going 1-1-0. The numbers weren't good, 354, 879, but signed a 1-year, one-way, $1 million contract on July 1st. And Matt Murray trying to become a full-time NHLer again this season. Here's out of Iden with a shot, fought off by Say, and then a big hit by Solovyov in front as he clobbers Cartier. Mahura will knock it out to the neutral zone. Puck is picked up by Pahal, but he can't clear it out. As Avon will shovel it in behind the net, looking for Cartier, but he gets cut off by Pahal as Cairns takes a hit to make a play, and Sharon Govich will give the puck to Solovyov, who steps up. Works it left wing side to Gritton, who shoots, and is stopped by Murray. And now the puck is picked up in the near corner by Price. Hayden Price, played for Canada at the World Juniors in 2025. As Marchment will take over and skip it right into his own bench and out of play.
Oh, you talked about Matt Murray, and I think he's looked solid since he's come into this game. But I mean, part of the reason why he's kind of struggled the last few years, anyways, he had bilateral hips. Opportunity for him to get some minutes in this game and prove that he deserves to stay. It's such an interesting dynamic with those three goaltenders in Seattle to see how that is all going to shake out.
The face-off coming up to Murray's right. Justin Kirkland out there. He's got a new number this season. Named Sean Monahan, wearing 23. Sean Monahan, winner of the Masterton last season, and deservedly so. Here's Kirkland with a shot. He was a nominee for that award. This is the net. Ball with a shot, tipped by Kirkland, and wide of Murray's net. Now it's bounced off the outside of the net by Zeri. Flames have kind of picked up in the third period where they left off with the second partner.
Yep, it's good to see.
Zeri trying to get around a loose stick in behind the Kraken net. Wins a battle for the puck and now gets held up by Gaudreau in the far corner. And the loose puck is scooped up and cleared out by Rakoff. That'll be an icing call against the Kraken. They are
training camp.
well, we'll experience it tomorrow, Mick.
Yep.
Here's Huberdeau in with a shot off the outside of the near goal post. Frost will one-handed back to the blue line. Kuznetsov can't keep it in, though, as Huberdeau goes back to get it. Huberdeau slips a pass to Frost. And he dishes it off to Coronado. Can't control the puck as Evans will bounce it up the far boards to Marchment. And he'll chip the puck into the Flame zone as the Kraken start to change. Flames will fly from Calgary to Abbotsford tomorrow. Our preseason game against the Canucks. First, we'll have it for you at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Here's Coronado, right point to Pahal. Pahal with a backhand, looking for Huberdeau in front, but it bounces off his body and wide of the Kraken net. Evans will take over in the near corner, skin it up the right wing side. Has to dish it off to Marchment, but misses him. Fleury's there to pick the puck up for the Kraken, though, and he'll dump it in behind Say's net. Owen Say, a 24-year-old, undrafted, who after a couple of seasons with Mercyhurst University, the Lakers transferred to the University of Notre Dame last season. And that's some pretty good numbers. More on that in a moment. Norton in there on the forecheck. He's been good tonight, but he falls on this shift as the puck is cleared out by the Kraken. Now, Perek will dump the puck in behind the Kraken net. Norton in there on the forecheck, beaten there by Evans. Clears it up the far boards. And Stevens will give the puck to Winterton, who speeds in. Winterton gets by Perek, shoots and Say gets a piece of the puck and knocks it wide of the Flames net. First good chance the Kraken have had that I can remember. Probably going back to the first period. Although Dustin Wolf did make a decent save. One of them in the second. Bouncing around in front of the Flames net. Goyette shoved off of it by Ball, and he'll leave it behind for Brustevich. Brustevich into the skates of Cairns. Cairns, who's got a couple of points tonight, turns back and slides it to Brustevich. Takes his time and now makes a pass off Sharon Govich's stick ahead to Cairns, but the Flames are called offside at the Kraken blue line. We'll take a break with 12:41 to play in period number 3. Matt Coronado has given the Flames a little bit of breathing room. His goal from Morgan Frost and Jonathan Huberdeau, 39 seconds into the third, has made it Calgary 3 and Seattle 1. And this is Calgary Flames hockey on Sportsnet 960, streaming on the Sportsnet and Flames apps and on CalgaryFlames.com. Side of the Kraken blue line. Visitors win that one. Adavainen clears it out, and now Melanson dumps it in. Archie chasing it. Gets beaten there by Cairns. Rory Cairns has had a good game tonight. Here comes Gridden out to center. Loses the puck. Sharon Govich finds it. Tries to shoot it in, but it bounces off Melanson and back into the Flame zone. And now Kuznetsov gives it to Cairns, who moves it to Gridden, and he'll return the puck to Cairns, who dumps it in and chases it. Hurl pick it up for the Kraken and move it left wing side to Melanson. Can't hold on to the puck, though, as it ends up bouncing up the middle of the ice, and the Kraken get called offside at the Flames blue line with now 12:07 left in the third. Coming to you from the Peter Maher Radio broadcast booth. Kraken just manhandling his man Winterton as they lined up side by side for that face-off. Here comes Stevens in. He's got the only Kraken goal in this game. Stevens bumped by Pahal, who muscles him off the puck, and now Kirkland will slide it up the left wing side. Zeri will reach out for it, but 47 in red is beaten to that puck by 47 in white Hamill, and he backs it up to Price, who lifts it off the glass to Winterton, and Winterton will slide it across the ice to Gaudreau, who skates it into Flames territory. Puts on the brakes and tries to center to Stevens. That pass gets broken up by Pahal, though. Flames with a chance to clear. Can't get it out, though. Here's Winterton. And up the right wing side. Across the ice over to Price. He'll dump it in behind the net to Winterton. Winterton bounces it off the stick of Kirkland. Back to the blue line where Price holds it in. Spins away from Zeri. Price with a shot. Blocked in front by Solovyov. And now Solovyov and Stevens will wrestle for the puck. And we've got a penalty call coming up. Solovyov kind of got his stick into the midsection of Stevens there. And the first time since the first period, the Kraken will head to the power. In a one-goal game with a power play goal with still lots of time left, 11-11 to play in the third period. Calgary doubling up Seattle in shots, 28-14 tonight. York will take this defensive zone draw against Gaudreau. Kraken with it, Tolvanen chops it back to the blue line to Evans, who walks the line and gives it to Tolvanen. Tolvanen bumped off the puck by Morton. That's a strong play by Sam Morton, who knocks it loose for Sam Honzek. Honzek drives it, goes to the backhand and just misses. That's a great move across the crease by Honzek. He had Murray down and out, but just missed the net. Marchment will come the other way and slip it left point over to Evans. Evans gives it back to Marchment. Marchment snaps the pass into the far corner. Patton will back it up to the blue line to Evans. Slides it near half boards to Tolvanen. Ball with a good stick, whacks it away from him. And now Honzek will pick the puck up, find an opening, and dump it down the ice. That is a good penalty killing shift by Sam Honzek.
Oh, excellent. What I loved about that was the speed that we saw from him coming down the wing, but then he uses his body, sticks out his right leg to protect the puck and drive the net. He needs to do more of that.
For those who may have missed it, Sam Honzek put on 15 pounds during the offseason. He looks bigger and stronger, and Mick still looks just as fast as he always has been. Let's go ahead with the shot, easily handled by Say, and he'll hold on. I mentioned Owen Say played last year for the Fighting 20 save percentage in 27 games.
Yeah, and he's a guy, he'll be looking to make an impression. I know he's only playing this third period tonight, but he'll be looking to back.
Groups by the end of the week, probably after tomorrow's game against the Canucks in Abbotsford, which will make things a lot easier for managers, coaches, equipment managers, athletic therapists, and even us broadcasters, because we won't have 60 players to sort.
Of promising players coming up.
Even the coaching staff is deep. And our thoughts go out to Brad Larson and his family. They're still dealing with some stuff, and we wish them all the best. It's unfortunate that Brad couldn't come back this season, but boy, the Flames sure were lucky to have Dave Lowry available, and he's behind the bench tonight. Here's Fleury back at the blue line, top of the near circle to Goyette, who tries to go through a seam. Huberdeau with a nice intercept, though, is able to knock the puck to the line, not quite open. Now Ball grabs it, and he'll feed Huberdeau. Huberdeau glides it up the right wing side, protects the puck, and now shovels it in behind the Kraken net. Kuznetsov, a good read, pinches in. And the rest of his teammates will head to the Flames bench. And now Kuznetsov backs off with Solovyov out of the box. The Flames have killed off that penalty. Still lead the Kraken by 2, 3-1 with 9 minutes remaining in the third period here at the Saddle Dome. Fleury misses on a pass, and that'll be an icing call against the Kraken.
On the Flames penalty kill, I mean, the more that I watch it, the more you can see what Ryan Huska's talking about, and it being a hybrid style. And what I really like is the decision making of when to pressure and when not to pressure. And on the last penalty kill, we saw Morgan Frost and Jonathan Huberdeau. We're used to seeing Jonathan Huberdeau out there, but good to see Morgan Frost getting.
Well, even from a face-off, the Flames captain, if Morgan Frost can take some of those defensive zone and penalty kill face-offs, that's really going to help not only Backlund, but the Flames. Here come the Kraken across center. Melanson will chip it in and chase it. Parek's there first and pokes the puck to Solovyov. It's knocked down to one knee, and puck comes free for Parek. Banks it off the boards to Sharon Govich, but he can't get it out. Now it's picked up by Avon. It's contained in the near corner by Sharon Govich. Solovyov will backhand the puck into the far corner to his partner Parek, and he will send it out to center. Kraken dump it right back in and start the change as Solovyov works it up the right wing side to Parek. We've seen some different defense pairings. Kevin Ball started with Zane Parek. They've got Ilya Solovyov out there with him right now. Good time to experiment, huh, Mick?
Yep.
Parek battling along with Solovyov in the near corner. Jar it free for Kirkland. Kirkland can't clear it out. Tolbert has it whacked away by Parek. And now Klopka's going to grab it for the Flames, but he doesn't clear it out. It's held in left point. Flipped towards the net by Ottavainen. Bounces up the near boards to Marchment. Klopka takes him down as Solovyov clears the puck to the line. Again, not out. Hamill throws it towards the net, but Parek whacks it out of harm's way and out to center. Flames with a 2-goal lead. A little sloppy right now, in my opinion, Mick. First time tonight, really, that they've looked that way. A little disorganized in the defensive zone.
Yeah, it's okay to have a shift or two like that as long as you could turn it around quickly.
See if they can clean it up when we come back. 7:36 to play in period number 3 here at the Saddle Dome, where on goals by Sharon Govich in the first, Karen's on the power play in the second, and Coronado in the third. It is the Flames 3. He'll dump the puck in from center. Say, who took over to start the third, gives it to Kuznetsov. Slides it up the near boards. Honzek able to just get it out. Kraken dump it back in, but it called Kuznetsov. Leave it for Hanzek. Hanzek falling. Can't clear it out on his first attempt. Back on his feet. He gets the puck back. Turns up the middle. Strong play there by Hanzek, who gets to center. Plays the right wing side to Stromgren. He gets it back to Hanzek, who tries to center, but his pass gets broken up by Hamill. Almost went off his stick into the net. Had that pass gotten through, it probably would have led to the 4-1 goal. Rice able to clear it out. And now Brstavich, who has looked better tonight than he did in those 2 next-gen games, will give it to Stromgren. Stromgren to Brstavich, busting in, centers it, but that pass is a bit too far for Huberdeau, and puck ends up bouncing by Solovyov and all the way back into Flames territory. Solovyov sends it out to center off the stick of Huberdeau, rolls right in on Murray, moves it left wing side to Evans. They're lifted up and down the ice. The Hall and Solovyov hustle back and get there first. That's an icing call against the Kraken.
He looks faster to me, actually, more explosive in his skating to be able to utilize that as well.
And remember how he ramped up last season. He was not particularly impressive at the Young Stars Classic in Penticton, and it was in a preseason game against the Kraken in Seattle where he started to pop and wound up leading the Flames with 7 preseason points, made the team out of training camp, played 5 games, and then got banged up and eventually sent down to the Calgary Wranglers. But Sam Hanzek starting to feel it again here in preseason game number 3. Be a fly on the wall in that gym. Game really night and day. They were not good on Sunday. They've been really good tonight. It's a shot in front by Catton. Deflects wide to the far corner, and the ball will go back to get it. Ball with a hit on Fleury, who's pinching into the play. Now Marchment, like a bull in a china shop, knocks it free for Catton, who plays it left point. And Tolvanen gets a shot away, and Say gliding a little loose in the back half of this third period. Team Kraken with an offensive zone draw. Here's Tolvanen with a shot, knocked down and covered up by Say, and he'll hang on.
Well, it's good practice too in the preseason to make sure that you're sharp in how you close out games. It's obviously very important in the regular season. So just making sure that as players, you don't need to do anything fancy, just play.
Early preseason.
Yeah.
Different things, as you know.
There is nothing like playing a hockey game.
Puck lifted up and out by Ball. And now Mahura gives it away to Frost. And he gives it away to Mahura. And here comes the Kraken in. Tolvanen hit knocked off the puck by Ball. And Parak, who's going to stand out this evening, will scoop it up, make it off the boards to Coronado. He's been good as well. Had 6 shots through 2 periods. To lead all players. Puck loose at the Kraken line. Huberdeau can't get a hold of it. It's Marchment. It's hit by Kuznetsov. Otavainen moves it rink wide to Tolvanen. And he'll float it deep into the Flame zone. And in there in the forecheck is Catton. Catton centers it looking for Tolvanen in front, but he can't corral it. Now Kuznetsov wins the battle for the puck. And he'll skip it out to center. Huberdeau trying to settle it down. Does and drops it off to Coronado. Coronado protecting it from Cartier. And now from Goyette. It's forced out to the neutral zone. He'll just get it in deep from there. And both teams will start to change with now less than 5 minutes remaining in regulation time. Oviatt trying to find the puck, can't. Goyette grabs it, dances to the middle, and shoots off of Seri up over the glass and into the netting.
Yeah, and I think what's been impressive for me about this game for the Flames, you look at all the players and they've been strong and they've played a really good team game. And one thing Ryan Huska talks about is making sure that you're predictable to one another, obviously not to the opposition, but what that allows you to do, you play within your structure, you know where your options are going to be in terms of moving the puck, and that allows you to play a much faster game, and I think that's exactly what we've seen.
And Mick, with just under 5 minutes remaining, Zane Parak is the only player in the game that has eclipsed 20 minutes. He is now at 20 minutes and 37 seconds tonight and has earned those minutes. He has been good. Kraken will come out to center with it. As Price dumps it in behind the Flames net. The haul back to get it. Protects the puck from Cartier. Bounces it off the boards and out. Zeri overskates it, but Kirkland will pick it up cross center and lift it in behind Murray's net. Both teams changing again. Trying to keep some fresh legs out there late in the third period as Hamill moves it up the left wing side over to Price. And he'll dump it in, and both teams will complete those changes. Breck in the far corner. Slides it far side to Gritton. Gives it to Ball. Ball works it up the left wing side to Cairns, who's got a goal and an assist tonight. He'll get it in deep. Gritton chasing after it. Can't get to the puck in time. Cairns kind of win a battle along the near boards, but Evans is the player who comes up with it. Plays it up the left wing side to Rakoff, and he'll move it right wing side to Tolvanen, who slides it up the middle. Busting through is Avon. Avon drives the net, but can't get a shot off. Ran out of real estate there. Melanson near half boards for the Kraken. Melanson pushed by Sharon Govich. Goes down low. Avon, though, will give it away to Brustevich, who tries to clear but can't. Shot by Evans is knocked down in front. Brustevich will clear the puck out to center ice. Big collision there between Gritton and Tolvanen, as Evans will take over and back up into Kraken territory. Just over 3 minutes now remaining with both teams changing. As Marchment takes a hit from Gritton. Linesman, unfortunately, got probably the worst of that as Morton tries to clear the zone and succeeds. Bounces back to Morton. Backhanded up the far boards to Stromgren. Nice move to get around Evans, and he shoots off the outside of the empty Kraken net. And Murray's got to the bench. The Kraken trailing by 2 have pulled their goaltender. Put an extra attacker out there to try to make it a 1-goal game again. Marchment across his blue line, and he's checked by Honzek at center. Honzek drops to Morton, who shoots and scores. Sam Morton puts the puck in the empty Kraken net and gives the Flames a 4-1 lead.
Yeah, Sam Morton makes no mistake in putting that one away, but it starts with just a great stick, a great neutral zone forecheck by Sam Honzek to strip the puck from Mason Marchman. That's just a great read and a really smart hockey play by Sam Honzek. And once he forces that turnover, gets control of the puck, Honzek could have tried to do it all himself and take the puck to the net, but he has the vision and the IQ to make a nice little feed to Sam Morton so he could put that one right in the empty net. That's a great play by Sam Honzek.
Mick, good to see those two connect on the empty net goal because I think they both had really strong games tonight. Murray's back in the blue paint. The Kraken now behind by 3 with just over 2 minutes remaining. Flames have scored 3 unanswered to break a 1-1 tie and blow this game open. Oyette will chop the puck in behind Say's net. Owen Say took over for Dustin Wolf following 40 minutes tonight. Here's Coronado at center. Coronado stick handles across the Kraken blue line and backhands the puck into the near corner to Zeri. Zeri protecting it as the Flames complete a change. Slips it into the near corner to Kirkland. He'll sweep it up the far side to Klapka. Klapka lets it bounce by back to the right point to Brustevich. Brustevich with a couple of helpers tonight. Protects the puck, spins into the far corner to keep it away from Winterton. And now gets roughed up by Winterton, and the puck ends up squirting out to center. Here's Zeri, ahead to Kuznetsov, who jumps up. Leaves it left wing side. Kirkland gives it to Zeri, who shoots, but can't get it through. Now Kuznetsov to Zeri with a backhand, stopped by Murray. And with Klapka right in the blue paint, Murray makes the save, but that leads to a bunch of pushing and shoving late in this third period.
Well, that's exactly where you want to see Adam Klapka, is right in front of the net and causing havoc. But Connor Zeri as well. It's a good read to take the puck down low and try to get right to the net. Something Ryan Huska's talked about is making sure you're finishing at the net with Zeri and Klapka right there. It's exactly what they're doing.
Look at Justin Kirkland.
Good on Klapka, taking care of business out there.
Jacob
Right
Alonso
on.
in his left hand and Ryan Winterton in his right hand. He was taking both of them on before Hunter Brustevich saw that and jumped in to help out his Flames teammate, but some shenanigans.
Klapka, he got a good stroke in there. That one of the guys pulled his glove off, and he got a right in that was pretty good. I thought Otto Vinens had a few extracurricular activities tonight. Marchment too.
That will start a stretch of 3 games in about 3.5 days to open the 82-game regular season schedule. At the Oilers on the 8th, at the Canucks on the 9th, home to the Blues in the afternoon of the 11th. Wow. Thanks, schedule makers. Here's Morton with a centering pass. Honzek with a shot. He just misses the mark. And out the hall winds and fires, and Murray makes a good right pad stop. A little late push here from the Flames, trying to make it 5-1. Morton will back it up into the neutral zone, and now Bahal will sail it down the ice, right in on Murray, who knocks the puck down, and Evans will pick it up. That last goal, by the way, Sam Morton into the empty net from Sam Honzek to make it 4-1 Flames. The final 30 seconds now. Sharangovich trying to clear Catton. Is tied up by Kuznetsov. Ball tries to get the puck out and can't clear the zone, but we've got a stoppage and a hand pass called on the Kraken. 4 for 4 on the power play tonight, 8 for 8. Or sorry, on the penalty kill tonight, 8 for 8 of the PK through 3 preseason games. Good start. For the final 10 seconds now as Fleury will pick it up. Skin it out to center. And the final couple of seconds will come off the clock.
Hey, really fun, you guys. This was great. It's limited in what I can do here on the tube, if you know what I mean, and with copyright restrictions and everything, I got to mute and whatnot, but I try to do my best, and that was juggling a sick dog here that I finally had to put in his crate, and I'm going to go check on him and get him out for a pee and get him something to drink. So all the best to you, and I'll try and do this again, you guys. Keep an eye open and stay well, brothers and sisters, and I'm going to take us out in prayer. Heavenly Father God, we're so thankful for this time together, this fellowship, and this time together. Please bless everyone that was here and watch and guide them as they leave, Lord. And we pray this in the Holy Spirit, in the holy name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Take care, friends. We'll see you again.